Back deep is Philip Dorsett. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Dorsett on the return. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Patriots take over. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Gets it to Gordon. Oh, that's what an effort. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing? He was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
Now a pitch out to Michel. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
All right, here we go. Tom. White 20. White 20.
Brady to throw on second down. This one left side caught by Patterson. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Cordero Patterson, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Patriots add on to their lead.
As more and more up-tempo football creeps into the NFL game, some coaches don't think time of possession matters anymore. I believe we found one of them.
Extra point through the Snowflakes, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They'll start on the ground with Balaj. Space to maneuver at the 40. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Back to throw, Tannehill. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Stills the intended target, and it's second down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. Tannehill on first down. Being chased out left. And incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Toss play to Balaj. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level. And quick, make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
Let's go. Run. Tag. Ready, hunt.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And there is nothing easy about being a kicker on a day like this.
Yeah, I tell you, not only is the footing tough in the snow, but kicking that ball is like kicking a rock. Very difficult to get any sort of feel on your kicks.
Brady and the Patriots now, 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Tannehill. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Let's go. Deep. Ready, hunt.
On the toss, here's Balaj. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Here's Tannehill. And incomplete on the deep ball. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant. And it's 3rd down. Offensively, you might be thinking, what's going on here? 1 for their first 7 throwing the football.
So maybe they're thinking about rethinking their strategy a little bit right now with the way that they're throwing it around, not having that success. Might have to lean on the running game for a little while and see if they can get him back in form.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Tag. Ready, hunt.
Now it's Tannehill. Throw left side complete. It's Grant. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Wait, 20!
Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. On the toss, here's Michel. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On 2nd down, here's Brady. He'll check this one down to Michel. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Go! Wait, 20!
On the handoff, it's Michel. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. Hits his target, the tight end, Will Tye. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Shotgun now for Brady. Over the middle, complete. It's Gordon. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Brady now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's 1st down. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
New England on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
No, 66. Like 20. Like 20.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Brady. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Robert Quinn able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This fielded at the 2. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. So 1:55 to go in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Lawrence Guy able to bring him down. The Dolphins moving with a sense of urgency here.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
20. Waiting. Hey, 20.
Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill. Steps away to his left. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop any defensively. Third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
50-50.
Tannehill throwing again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Sanders' kick is good. And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Snap comes at 1, and it's Brady. He's going to let this one go deep. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away, and it's 2nd down. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking back to the air on 2nd down. It's Brady. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Cordero Patterson, the one he was hoping to get it to. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Left side, it's Dorsett. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Brady over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
Right! 20! Right!
Again, they'll throw with Brady. That's complete. It's Gordon. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. Let's see if they can pick it up. And this one is incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
20. Play.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deron Harmon. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings us one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
He'll get it up the middle. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
20. Move! 31! Here we go.
Here's Brady to throw. Flush to his right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski, and that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will tie things up at 13. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6, obviously costly.
but they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And some room to maneuver. The way in. Touchdown, New England. Wendell Smallwood, 77 yards. And the Patriots have moved out in front. Well, a lot of things have to go right for an option pitch to be successful. Everything lined up there on the long run.
It does, because you have to make the proper read. It doesn't matter what guy you've decided is going to be read on the defensive front. You still have to execute it. If he comes to the quarterback, you saw there, pitch it out to the running back, and off he goes. A lot of teams don't like to run the option because they don't like having their quarterback hit.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now here come the Dolphins. Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start with a give here to Balaj. He finds an opening past the 40. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. 31 yards there and a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Nobody leaked. Big play. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Play action, it's Tannehill. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
So after the sack of Tannehill, the Dolphins come up here on a 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And he fires one that's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way. Michelle once again. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Dolphins have got it.
Well, that sure started out as a good example of what they call backed up or coming out on offense, meaning you're backed up close to your own goal line. Big-time emphasis on practicing that to try and create some room at no less to give the punter a chance to kick the ball away. It means take care of the ball, try and create some space. They were doing that, and the ball comes free.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Deep. Run.
They give it to him running left. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
Tag. Hey, 20.
Now Tannehill on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 50. The 30. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tank.
That's your boy Old Mo, you said. Momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us. They've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Deep.
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
But it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, 20.
Tannehill going to throw on 3rd and 1. Flushed out right. And he finds Stills, complete. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Again, Tannehill. Incomplete. This is Albert Wilson. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Foxborough. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the fourth. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
20.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Derek Rivers in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Brought in over the middle by Glenn. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Play.
From the red zone now, Tannehill. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Devin McCourty picks it off. Trying to get it that time to Stills.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They begin with Michelle on the ground. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On 3rd down, Michelle. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. Taking on the midfield logo. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On first down, it's Tannehill. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill going deep here for Stills. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And Wilson has it. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. On 1st and goal, Drake. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's not a bad idea. Set up in the gun. Send a bunch of guys out wide and let the defense think you're going to try and put one in the end zone. But here, the draw play just gets bottled up from the start, and he'll wind up losing yardage.
They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. They couldn't get anything going there out of the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jason McCourty, and a short return to the 6-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Wait, 20! Wait, 20!
They'll go left side here with Michelle. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Again, it's Michel. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. On the ground, Michel. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he's able to get it out of there. And out come the Dolphins now. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. He digs them partway out of the hole that they're in. It's an 8-yard gain, and it makes it 3rd and 12. The Dolphins on 3rd down, not getting the job done at all. A very poor 1 for 10. This is 3rd down and 12. Again, it's Melange. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on, one goes home.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Patriots winners here at home as we say so long from Foxborough.
you